Well guys, this is my video comparison of the Nexus 7 tablet versus the iPad mini. This is the 16 gigabyte version and this is also the 16 gigabyte version. And let's go first comparison of the tablet. Here, like you can see right here, this is a 7-inch tablet. The screen is 1280 by 800, 216 ppi, which is very good. This is a 7.9-inch tablet. It has a 1024 by 768, 163 ppi. The iPad mini is running a dual-core A5 chip, and I believe it has a 512 gigabytes of RAM, and it feels pretty fast for the RAM that it has. This one is running a NVIDIA Tegra 3 quad-core chip with 1 gigabytes of RAM. This one, like you can see right here, this only has the front-facing camera, and the iPad mini has a front-facing camera which is a 1.2 megapixel, same as the Nexus. This is a 1.2 megapixel as well, and it records at 720p, the front-facing camera. It also, in the back, it has another camera which records at 1080p HD, and it's a 5 megapixel camera. Let's see both devices from the back. Like you can see right here, the Nexus 7 tablet has no camera in the back. We all know that, and it has a very nice speaker grill here. And this one, the iPad mini, is very nice aluminum, and like you can see right here, it's a stereo speaker. 2 grills right here in the bottom. It would have been a lot better if it would have been here, but I can't complain because the Nexus 7 also has it right here, so that's not bad. If you compare both tablets, like you can see right there, the iPad mini is way thinner than the Nexus 7 tablet, and it's also very, very light compared to the Nexus 7 tablet. Here in the bottom you got the lightning port, and over here the micro USB with a 3.5 jack in the bottom. The iPad has the jack on the top right here for the audio, and it has the power button over here, and in the top, the iPad, the Nexus, has nothing in the top, just the microphone. I think this is a little hole for the microphone, and it has the buttons over here for the power button, the volume rocker, and nothing on this side except these things right there. And here you got the volume rocker, the lock screen to lock the rotation or mute, and the power button like I showed you before, and that's it. And I gotta say, the construction here, it feels very, very good, and it's it feels very light as well. And this one also feels very good as well, and in the hand it feels very great. And even though this is made of plastic, it's a very weird plastic. It's hard to explain because it almost feels like rubber, and it has a very awesome grip as well, and I love it a lot because it feels way more comfortable holding this tablet than actually holding this tablet. This tablet is like you're holding a big slab of aluminum in your hand, and it has no grip and you can drop it easily. This one feels, even though this is plastic, I don't know, but it feels even better. The construction of the back feels a lot better, way better for gaming as well. iPad mini does not have an NFC and does not have GPS. The Nexus 7 tablet has NFC and it has GPS, so you can actually use your tablet, the Nexus 7 tablet, as a navigator because it has a navigation app as well. This one doesn't. And another thing is, of course, here when you're in the Apple world, you gotta be, the only customization that you actually have is changing the background. So that's one thing there, because you're just gonna have icons displayed. And of course you could go ahead at any time and put apps in folders, like you can see right there. And that's how I keep my apps organized. and folders, and it feels very good, very responsive as well. Here, like you can see, the Nexus 7 tablet and any Android tablet is very customizable. You could actually put any widget you want right here. If I want to put a widget right there, and there you go, there's lots of widgets I could go ahead and put if I want, and lots of these widgets are very useful as well. Right there I could go put a widget and put my library, and it will automatically show my library there once it loads up, like you can see right there. Very useful. And from here I could go ahead and straight to a magazine, and like that. So it feels, you know, it has lots of widgets. You could customize your tablet however you want, and that's the beauty of Android. I love it very much. This, you gotta just get used to it, unless you jailbreak it, then you could have more customization as well. Multitasking on the iPad mini, you click twice and you go here and you, for example, you're gonna open Facebook. This is how it works. So you open Facebook from there, and if we compare Facebook here, let's compare Facebook. Like you can see, the great thing about the iPad mini is that there's a lots of apps that are tailored for the iPad screen, which is awesome. That's very good. And like you can see right here, this is the app for Android, and it still looks good, but I have to admit this one actually feels a lot more polished. Like here, when you go to your timeline, look how it looks. Very sad. Here, when I go to the timeline, it actually looks very nice. Everything is displayed very nice as well. So now let's go ahead and try a game. Right now I'm going to try Dead Trigger for the iPad. Like you can see right here, let's go to main quest. Let's go accept. Okay. And like you can see right here, I'm starting because I just got this tablet. And it actually looks very good, just like the Tegra devices. You know, you see all the particles floating around. And like you can see right there, the effect of the water going down the screen, which is very nice. So that's very cool. It looks very nice, and the screen very large, very beautiful. And since the tablet is very light, you know, you won't get tired of holding this thing. And for the purpose of the video, I want to show you guys that with the Android devices like the Nexus 7 tablet, I can actually use my PlayStation 3 controller to play. And like you can see right there, the graphics looks very nice as well. It also has the effects of Tegra, just like the tablet, just like the iPad, like you saw right there. And honestly, having the ability to control the gamepad, it's a very big advantage, I would say. And this adapter is very cheap. It's only like $3, and that's very nice. I really love it. So, and like I said, you don't have to use that. You could go ahead and use the controls right here. And like you can see, it looks very nice as well. Another thing that I want to show you guys is iMessage. I want to show you guys the keyboard. The keyboard here on the iPad mini, it's, you know, as usual, this keyboard almost has never changed at all. It feels very good. It's a very good keyboard, and I really like it. I was very addicted to this keyboard. And like you can see right here, if I go click here and hold, if I click here and hold, I could go ahead and split up the keyboard, and I could move the keyboard up or down. Being the tablet this big, it makes it a lot better to type with two hands than it used to be on the normal iPad. which is very good, and also has dictation. If I click here, it will keep on typing what I'm writing. So I gotta click there and finish. I click to finish, and right there it keeps dictating what you're gonna write. Here I use for my messages, I use the Google Voice, which works for messaging. This is my messaging app. And here, like you can see right there, the keyboard looks very nice as well. But the great thing about Android is that you can change the keyboard anytime you want. You could there's like, I would say almost 100 of keyboards that you can try. And you could use also those swipe pad, Swift keyboard, which are very, very nice as well. And from here you can also write while you dictate, and it works very, very good. Like you see right there, very nice. And it won't stop writing until you press the red button. Very, very awesome. So like you see right there, dictation here is amazing as well. So that's very good, and at least when you're talking, you can actually see it writing at the same time. Look at that. Didn't miss a word. And also Siri, to activate Siri here, when you click here and hold, it will automatically start listening, and you just go ahead and start talking. And it works very good as well. So right now it's listening. Here on the Nexus 7 tablet, you would have to slide up, and it automatically opens. And the great thing about Google Now is it's just amazing. Once you open it up, it recognizes you, it recognizes your searches, your search history, and it will automatically show you your favorite team scores and everything, your location, weather, and it's very, very useful. Like for example, I could go ahead and, how old is Michael Jordan? And
Michael Jordan is 49 years old.
Look at that, very nice. And here, okay, here's like listening, right? Let me cancel this. How old is Michael Jordan?
Okay, Marco, here you go.
So like you see right there, it automatically tells you just like that. But like you see, it looks a lot prettier here. Like for example, what's the weather in New York right now?
Okay, here's how the weather's looking for New York City, New York.
Nice. And here, if I go here, what's the weather in New York right now?
It's 45 degrees and mostly cloudy in New York.
Very awesome, very nice. I already did the test before, and like you can see right here, this one scored 12-19-66, and this one scored 12-38-37. So let's go ahead and run the test again. Okay, so right now they're about to finish. It really doesn't matter who finished first. It's all about the final score. And just keep in mind, this is not a scientific, test. It can always variate. So right now, so like you see right here, I got 127, 111. And here I got 121, 669, which is way a lot faster here than it did here. So obviously this one, it scored over 5,000. Wow, it scored over 5,000 points over the iPad mini, which is amazing. And like you saw before, I showed you the picture before, and on the first test that I did, this also beat the Nexus, the iPad mini as well. Like I said, when it comes to Apple doesn't really try to tout their specs and try to put the specs out there so everybody can, brag about specs. when it comes to user experience, the iPad is very good. You know, it barely lags, if it lags at all, and it has very good apps. It has lots of apps that are tailored for the iPad as well. And same thing over here, you know, there's a lot of good apps as well. You know, there's apps that are available here. Some of them are not updated to be compatible with the tablet, but as we speak right now, lots of apps keep on getting updated. And you know, it's just a matter of time before every app looks barely the same, and that's not a bad thing either. You know, there should be a difference between both devices as well too. And for example, this has an awesome YouTube app. The iPad mini does not has an official YouTube app. It has a couple YouTube apps, but they're not official from Google, like this one. This is MC Tube, something like that, and it works very good. It works very good, but nothing better than the official YouTube app, which is this one. And Google Now, Google Plus here looks way better than here. You know, there's a couple apps that look even better than here, like Evernote looks a lot better here than here on that. Here, like you can see here, it looks very nice over here. It's completely tailored for the tablet. And from here, I could go ahead and go like that, go through all my notes. I could go back and I could go ahead here, make a note, take a snapshot, put an attachment, and I could go and record the audio. And it looks very, very nice. From here, I could go ahead and start writing a note. Very nice. Here on the tablet, it looks very ugly. I can't believe it looks this ugly, but that's the way it looks. It looks very ugly, very plain. And to create a note, you click right there and you just go ahead and start creating a note right here, and this is all your notes. And like you see, this is another app that is actually updated very nice with the tablet, and it looks gorgeous on the Nexus 7 tablet. And this is the IMDb app on the iPad app, which looks very nice as well. But for me, for my taste, this one looks way better. I could go here for movies. I could go here for show times. Click here for show times, and look how it looks. It looks very nice. I'm trying to hold both tablets at the same time. And the prices of both devices, there's a huge gap right now, because this device, 16 gigabytes, is available for $200. 16 gigabytes, $200. Here, the iPad mini is available for $329, the 16 gigabytes. That's $129 more. And the 32 gigabytes here costs $429, and the 32 gigabyte here that was just announced this week, the beginning of this week, is only $249. That's it, only $249. And if you want the LTE version, 32 gigabytes LTE, $300. The 16 gigabytes LTE here will cost you $459. 16 gigabytes, 32 gigabytes, $300. 16 gigabytes, $459. That's $159 more expensive and half the size of storage. So, like I said, this is still a very good tablet. By no means it's a bad tablet. It's a very good tablet. The screen is not, the resolution is not better than this, the Nexus 7 tablet, but it still looks good. It still looks good. It still looks very, very good. Everything, the web pages and everything looks very nice here. Okay, and compared to the Nexus 7 tablet, the real estate here is very, very, very good, very useful, very awesome. And like I said, very nice. So this is a very big advantage when it comes to web browsing. I would say I would give the edge to the iPad mini. And here you got less real estate. So guys, this is my video comparison of the iPad mini and the Nexus 7 tablet. Like I said, both tablets are very good, but honestly, if you want the best bang for your money, this is the way to go. You get a lot more storage. It's an awesome device, a very powerful and small device. This is also very good, but at 16 gigabytes, you're gonna pay a premium of $329. Yes, it has a rear-facing camera. This one doesn't. The apps, there's a lot more apps here, and there's a lot of apps that come here first before here. So when you think about it, 129, if you think that's valued 129 for you, so yeah, it might be for you, it might be a reasonable price to pay $129 more than just $129 less for this one. And the Android market here is very good as well. There's lots of good apps as well, and same thing over here. So guys, let me know what you guys think about the video. I will try to make more videos for both devices later on. Till next time, guys.